All right, so luxury bedroom design is really huge right now for 2025. Everybody wants the prettiest rooms, updated trends. It's all about rich looking furniture, high-end finishes. So I picked up this free bedroom set from a fan. I've been flipping this over the past month, and so today we are going to finish off these pieces and get it listed on Facebook Marketplace and see what kind of profit we can make for this. Hoping to make quite a bit since it's an entire set, so stick around and let's see how we can update this. So this bed frame is a little more beat up than the other pieces of furniture that I have flipped previously. So we've already flipped the nightstands for the set and the dresser. So today we're gonna flip the bed frame, and then I'm gonna have to redo a bit of the dresser. If you remember, I messed up the bottom on that one, so it's not perfect, and I still want to redo that. So the goal of today's flip is just to take some factory finished furniture. This is probably like a set from Rooms to Go. It has a sticker on it that says made in China. I already know from working with the other pieces that it is not solid wood, but it is really sturdy and really well built. So still really good quality furniture. I know a lot of us already have this in our rooms, so I want to show you all how you can change it, how you can update it. And for me, of course, we're going to flip it and see what kind of profit we can make, but I want to stick with all of the latest trends so you guys can see if you own things like this or if you flip furniture, what you can do with pieces that look like this. So I'm really excited to jump into this one today. The very first thing I've got to do is get it clean. Let's get that started. Now that we're done cleaning, I have got to sand this thing really well. It has a very shiny surface on it, as you can see. So I've got my Surf Prep sander with a squishy foam abrasive on the top of this. It's gonna help me get into some of these curbs that are around the top of the headboard and the footboard. And I've got a lot of cat scratches, I think, to take care of on the other one. So I've got about 180 grit on here. Just give everything a really good scuff sand. We need to knock down some of this glossy finish so that our paint will adhere nicely. So let's get to sanding. I'm gonna end up painting these a darker color, so they need to be primed. I do not want any of this dark stain coming through my final paint that I apply to this. So I got some Rust-Oleum 2-time bonding primer. It's like in a flat, it's called flat red, but it's like a red brown. And this does really well. It also comes in black, gray, and white. So if I do darker colors, I like to get one of these darker colored primers to put underneath it. If I was doing like a light blue or a lighter color, I would do white and not these darker shades. But I find that if you use one of the darker shades for your primer and you're using a darker shade of paint, it just appears so much richer in the end. So that's why I chose one of these darker colored primers. I'll usually put on about 2 good coats of this just to make sure we have good coverage and I won't have to worry about any of these tannins seeping through my paint at the end. My sander did a decent job at getting most of these cat scratches off of the headboard, but there's still a few of them around this area that I need to take care of. So I'm gonna use this Bondo glazing and spot putty. This has become one of my favorite go-tos for little scratches and things like this to take care of. So it's super easy to use, comes in a tube, and then you just apply enough to this to spread it on and get pretty decent coverage, and it's just like a thin layer that goes on. So it's really easy to sand this down afterwards and just be able to fill in those little nicks and dings and scratches. So I'll be sure to link this below so you guys can check this out. Thanks Birch Living for sponsoring today's video. Okay, real talk. If you've been following my channel, you know that I love taking old things and making them feel like they're brand new. And that's exactly what we've done this year with our bedroom. And we have done one of the things by upgrading it with a Birch mattress. Birch makes mattresses using organic cotton, organic wool, and 100% natural latex. So you're not sleeping on mystery materials. A lot of mattress companies, they use fiberglass and polyurethane foams, which can off-gas, causing harmful chemicals. But Birch is completely free from that. Other brands use fiberglass as a flame retardant, which can be really unsafe. But Birch mattresses are made in their own manufacturing facility that's completely fiberglass free. Plus, each mattress comes with 2 of their very own Eco Rest pillows made from recycled materials, and they are so very comfortable. Not to mention their mattresses are Green Guard Gold regulated, which means they meet some of the highest safety and environmental standards. I've had my Birch mattress for a while now, and let me tell you, my sleep has never been this good. There is no more waking up overheated, no more back pain, just solid, comfortable rest. And it's my job that's really, really important. The natural materials are breathable, which helps regulate temperature, so I'm not waking up sweating in the middle of the night, which is a big plus. And the best part, Birch delivers it straight to your door for free within the US. You get a 100-night sleep trial to make sure that you absolutely love your mattress. And if you want them to set it up for you, they'll even offer in-home setup and removal service, which makes this whole process effortless. So if you are ready to upgrade your sleep, head to birchliving.com, lemons to lemonade, or scan the QR code that's on the screen to get 20% off your very own Birch mattress. Trust me, once you make the switch, you are never going to go back. A big thanks again to Birch Living for sponsoring today's video. So now let's get back to the garage. So if you've been following this series, this whole idea started when I went into Lowe's and found this Sherwin-Williams brochure of what they were predicting for 2025 as far as the styles that were going to be on trend this year. Because I live in Dallas, and Dallas is pretty trendy, so I always have to design for my market. So when I saw this, I thought, this is kind of perfect. I bet I can design something that's similar to these colors and this feel. So I picked up a few of their paint swatches and sort of landed on this color right here. This color is called Retreat from Sherwin-Williams. I have something that's very, very similar. This is more of like a, it's called Roycroft Bronze Green. So it's a little darker than this one, which I think will be nice and kind of capture that moody tone as well. So I've already painted the dresser. I've painted the nightstands in 2 separate videos. Today we're gonna paint the headboard. So let's get this painted. Today I'm gonna use my Wagner spray gun to load my paint into. This plugs in to an extension cord and just makes painting really, really easy. So I should have this done probably in about 2 hours. This will be fully covered. So let's get the paint part started. Do you remember the dresser from this set that I messed up the bottom of it a few weeks ago and like totally hated the stain that I ended up putting on this? Yep, we gotta fix the bottom of it today. So I'm gonna get the stain that I chose off the bottom of this so I can try a different technique, and then the whole set should look really cohesive.
After sanding off that terrible first attempt at staining the bottom of this dresser, I repainted it again in the tan base color, and then I used my favorite tried and true Rust-Oleum cabinet glaze in the color Java.
Okay, let's try this again.
I put on a thick coat of glaze and then I wipe it back with a large deck staining brush, and while it's still tacky, I go over it with a stiff bristle broom. This is the one I got from the Dollar Tree, and it creates the perfect Pottery Barn finish. This finish is super simple to create.
Faux wood on the bottom is more of what I was going for last time, but I've got this little like line of demarcation here that I don't totally love. So I'm just gonna take an artist brush and some of my green paint and go along this line a little bit just so it blends a little better. I don't know, I just don't really like the look of it right now. I will need to top coat the stain on the bottom. The paint has a built-in top coat on it, but the stain on the bottom does not. So I want this to last a while. I've got a little bit of Country Chic satin top coat left, which will be a little more like a matte on this, so that's perfect. I've got my zebra top coat brush. I'm just gonna put probably just a coat or two, really light coat on this before I put the hardware back on. Then we'll get it all staged. All right, this week's flip is finished. I'm about to get it listed on Facebook Marketplace, so I will keep you guys posted on how this goes. As always, if you are subscribed to this channel, in the community tab, I always post what I sell and what it sells for. So if you're already subscribed and you're scrolling through, that should pop up for you whenever this sells. If you're not, please hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free. And again, those community tab pages will pull up for you as you're scrolling. So you should be able to continue on and see, can I sell this as a set? Am I gonna have to break up the pieces? I don't know. We'll see what happens here, guys.
If you love what's trending for 2025 in furniture and bedroom and home ideas, I'm going to link another project that's also trending this year. Totally different theme, but you can check that out as well. I've got you covered. You know, I am always flipping out the trends because in Dallas, Texas, that's what my customer wants. So it usually keeps me really busy. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you to our sponsor today, Birch Living. I love my bed and I know that you guys will too. So be sure to check out that link below. And I'll see you next time on Lemons to Lemonade Furniture.